Hey, what's up YouTube? This is What's in My Great Garage, and today we are checking food plots. That's right, deer season is among us. It's almost here, and we're checking the food plots to see how they're growing. And as if you look real close and real careful, you'll see that there is clover growing. And it looks like it's taken off pretty good in this little patch. I just put these in a couple of days ago, Saturday actually, and we're gonna just check them out. As a matter of fact, let's take a walk around. I'm driving around in my old Jeep Wrangler. See, old Jeep Wrangler, not too bad. Nice tires on it. It's got almost 200,000 miles on it, and the thing runs like a top. The only downside is it's a little 4-cylinder, so it quite doesn't have enough power to get out of its own way. But it's fun to drive around on the woodlot. So anyways, we got this little patch right here as well, and we've already got seed growing, which is fantastic. So sporadic, but it is coming in, and it's only been not even a week, so that's really good. It's germinated. I'm real happy with that. So this side has a little bit more than the other, and I thought I was pretty even about putting it out, but obviously I wasn't. But I'll have to keep the leaves off of it as the fall time approaches here in Southern Virginia. We're probably in the low 60s today. It's Thursday, the 29th. We're right before bow season. Bow season starts on Saturday. But unfortunately, we've got that hurricane coming up from the south. And it looks like we're going to get a lot of rain and some wind out of it. Nothing compared to what Florida got, but we're going to get quite a bit. So we're just going to have to grin and bear it and try to get out here and do a little bit of hunting. Hopefully it's not too rainy. If it is, it's no big deal. It's the beginning of the season. So the biggest thing in Virginia is you want to, in my part of Virginia, you want to get out and do your hunting. If you're a bow hunter, you want to get out there and get it early. And the bow hunting and muzzleloader, because once rifle season comes in, they cut the dogs loose, and those dogs don't have understanding about property lines. But anyways, that's enough of that nonsense. We just want to look at the food plots. We're going to turn around and go back to another food plot that we got going, and hopefully it looks pretty good. So yeah, that stuff's growing pretty good. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. Let's jump back in the Jeep. We'll swing around, and we'll go back up the trail to where the other food plot is. This one here, I just made a little path right between the two, so I could drive the tractor and the four-wheeler and stuff through here, and I just wanted to see how it would do. And it seems to be working pretty good, I'll be honest. It's actually catching and growing. So I got one tree stand right there. You can barely see it. There's an old ground blind there. I got to do something with that here before the winds come in. But yeah, that'll be a good spot. Not too bad. So let's go for a ride and see what we can find out, or see what we can see. Sorry about jumping around a little bit. I'm going to try to do my best driving here, because I'm holding the camera with one hand and driving and shifted with the other. So that trail just loops back around to this same trail we're on. Of course, I got to get in here and trim some trails. I tell you what, you finally, I spent my whole life waiting to get a piece of property. I finally get it, and then, man, I tell you what, they're a lot of work. They're no joke. It's, I mean, I goof off a lot too. Don't think I don't. But when you're trying to take care of the trails and take care of the maintenance of everything, the tractors and all the equipment that you need to have, it's a lot of work. And I tell you what, just cutting the grass and running the tiller is, or the brush hog is something else. I mean, I actually had a relative come in. My brother-in-law came in and helped me out with it, because there was so much to do. I was behind. And as anybody knows with property, once you get behind, you're not going to get caught up until the next year, until it all fades off. Now this would make a nice little spot here to bow hunt, but we already have a couple of stands nearby. So what we're going to do is, actually I got to go up this trail here, because I can't get into this trail. I can't get into the next food plot from where I'm going. Damn it. So, all right, let's go this way. As I stall the vehicle, up the hill we go. that wasn't too bad. I didn't think we were going to do so well there. I'm only in 2-wheel drive. I haven't put in 4-wheel. 4-wheel, it just it works good, but it's almost geared wrong. I don't know what it is. It just feels funky. So I'm not quite sure. But anyways, I've got another trail we're going to grab. It's going to take us right down into the back of this other food plot, and this one's a little bit bigger. This is actually, like, no kidding, a real big food plot. That other spot was just like a test bed to see how it was going to work. So, but well, I hope everybody's Thursday's going well. I hope the people down in Florida do all right. I heard there's a lot of injuries and some people that didn't do so hot. But hopefully they can take care of them and get them situated. So it's sad when people end up getting killed or hurt during a storm, especially if they were supposed to evacuate and they refuse to evacuate. So this is that little spot here that my brother-in-law used the bulldozer on and cleaned it up for me. So it's a little chunky, but it worked great. We got some dirt moved. We got the area over there where the culvert is. We got that widened, so now that it's you can actually drive a full-size vehicle across there without worrying about falling into the little creek there. The funny thing is for the longest time I didn't realize that there was 2 creeks here that run together. I just assumed that they were the same one, and I really just wasn't paying attention. And then the other day I was driving around, I said, Jesus, I never realized that. I always thought there was there looks like there's a trail that continues across there, but it's actually, I'll show it to you, it's actually a little deep for the Jeep, but the UTV could skirt through it. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to put a culvert in there, so that way you can just drive straight across, and that way I don't have to go up and around like I'm doing now. I'm really going up and around just to avoid the mud holes and all the mess there, because it's pretty rough. So like I said, trail maintenance it's a real pain in the neck. I mean, it's no joke. I mean, just picking up branches and stuff. Like when I do that this fall or this winter, I've got a wood chipper. I'm going to run and chip all the small branches that fall down. Oh, there's a turkey. Oh, there's turkeys right there. I just saw 2. Oh, there they are. I don't know if you can see them. If that was the 3rd one. You get a little closer. Usually there's 3, 4. Oh, there's another one. So I got a flock of about probably 10 turkeys that hang out on this property, and turkey season's coming up, but I don't think we're going to hunt them this year. I think we're going to let them lie, let them do their own thing, and then hopefully they survive the winter, and then in the springtime hopefully we get more. I mean, last year I saw, or earlier this spring, I saw several little turkeys, but then a little later on I only saw a couple. There's one right there. I don't know if you can see him moving or not. Billy down in the woods, he's boogieing. It's probably a hen. More than likely it's a hen. And the worst thing is she's going to the same spot I'm going, so I'm going to spook her again. And I don't like to harass the wildlife. That's not what my intentions are. But anyways, what I was saying, I got to get in here and trim tree branches and trim limbs and get them all mulched up so I can, take care of this property. So, because what kind of person are you if you don't make it better? It's kind of what it is. Well, here's the bigger food plot. We'll jump out real quick and walk around. See how this thing's growing. I used 2 different types of seed on it, and I'm starting to see a little bit. It's hard to see, but there is a little bit of growth amongst the other stuff. We tilled it. We used a tiller, and we tilled this whole thing up, and then we came in and we spread that seed, and we put probably double what you're supposed to put out here. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing, so that's good. That's a good sign. I'm happy. So we're going to get some rain this week from that storm, or this weekend, and that should soak it in a little bit more. So, but yeah, we tilled this. It took us probably about 2 hours to do. We used a small Massey Ferguson, I think it's a 1700 series tractor, and a 4-foot tiller, and it worked like a champ. I mean, unfortunately what you do is you run into like any kind of soil and anything, you're going to find rocks like this. And man, I tell you what, when you run those things over in the tractor, it's like running over a hand grenade. That thing just it lurches and bucks and kicks, and it just beats the snot out of it, and it's really terrible for it. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. So it's going to be a nice little food plot. Hopefully for the bow season it does all right, and if it doesn't for bow, then I'm sure muzzleloader will do well. Plus, you know, the rifle season comes in right there in November. So, but yeah. Oh, see, this is really growing good. Look at that. Not bad for only been in a week. You know, it's thicker on the sides. I think we put more out here. We made more passes with the tiller. I'm not the tiller, the spreader. Jeez, I'm all tongue-tied today. Of course, I got a big old stick right in the middle of it. That's actually not a stick, that's a root. So I'll have to come in here and hack that root out of there. So yeah, it's growing. That's good. That's good. That's really good. So that's really good. Very happy. I came down here the other day and I didn't see any green, and I was getting kind of worried. But like I said with the other spots, as the leaves fall, this area's kind of opened up pretty good. We'll come in here and we'll take a leaf blower and blow all these leaves off of it, and that way it still gets some sunshine and whatnot in here. It's a good little spot. It's not too tight in here, but there's a lot of trails. There's a lot of activity. Lots of deer come through here, move through here all the time. So the tree stand we put up is actually a 2-person stand. Let's see if I can get to it. Of course, we killed a lot of trees right through here. I didn't really want to do it like that, but that's the tree stand. So it's got the burlap around it, and it's a little far for the bow. Crossbow, it'll be fine. And of course, muzzleloader and rifle season, it'll be good too. Actually, it's probably a little close for rifle, but yeah, see these bastards? Look at that. Sucker's the size of like a small softball. I mean, I tell you what, you run that sucker over with that tiller, and it beats that thing to death. Sounds like you run over a hand grenade. It's crazy. So, but yeah, anyways, I hope you liked the video. It's nothing real special, and I apologize for running it out so long. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, stay tuned, because we're going to do some more stuff. We're going to be working on a barn. We're going to be working on some old tractors. I've got to get going on those. I've waited way too long. And if you guys like it, please like, share, like I said, like, share, subscribe. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. Try to remember, I'm just an old fella here, just trying to do some fun things on the internet so people can enjoy them. If you have any wants or needs to see, you want to see something worked on or things that I have, and you want to see a recap, just let me know in the comments section. I'll try to respond back, and I will try to do a video for that. So, all right, take care, and be safe during the storm. Hey, back for just a quick few seconds. This is that little area I was telling you about that joins the trails, and the second creek comes in. The main creek is on the left over here, on my left, and then there's this creek here that comes in. They must be a natural spring somewhere that feeds it, and that comes in from the on my right, and you can see right in there. But what I want to do, that's just an old piece of culvert I found when I was tooling around on the property. I got another piece like that, but I don't think they're going to be big enough for what I need. So all I'm going to have to do is get another length of that and drop it down in there, and then I'll come in and backfill it. And that way I can it was smart of me if I put like 3 of those culverts in there, so that way, or real big culverts, so the water really can flow through there. And that way I can cover it up and still have the water where it can go through, and I can have a little bit better of a place to cross. And it'd be great if I could do one there and then do one right here and cut these woods back a little bit. So, because my other area I want to put a food plot is right through those woods right there, right where I'm kind of pointing. I mean, you can kind of see a clearing back in there, and that's a real nice clearing, but I just don't have the I don't want to put too many areas out, because then you don't know where the deer are going to go. So, but maybe in here I can put another culvert so I can cross, kind of open this up a little bit. But I don't know, we'll see. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.